Okay, just a short video of some ideas. Now, if you're familiar with these cans, they have the lids that pull off like a Chef Boyardee can. This is there. It doesn't really matter what's in it, whether it's ravioli or this is minis. It's got to have the pull-off can. Now, they can be different. This is Goya. This is mackerel. And we ordered a bunch of this because we like jack mackerel. And you can't find jack mackerel. They outlawed fishing for it, but fishermen still get it accidentally, and when they do, they sell it. It's hard to find. We ordered a case of this because we like jack mackerel, and we make mackerel soup, and it's really similar to oyster soup, but we like it better. The chub mackerel just don't make near as good a soup. That's why we try to get this. We had to order a case of this to get it. For the cans, if you take a jack mackerel can or the Goya, and you take one of these Del Monte cans, there's different ones. You could actually set it on top of it and know that it's pretty close. This actually works pretty good for a gasified stove because it fits right down in there. No tools required. I will have to drill some holes around here for the gas to come in and some in the bottom, and I'll have to put some around here. But with this, I don't even have to work on the bottom. It falls right down in, makes a pretty good seal, and when you're using it, you can see I'm going to have to bend the can a little bit. It got a little bit crooked from me prying it open. But make sure that there's no big gaps around it. And that's actually a pretty good seal there. And you can use it, and then you can always just pull it back apart if you want to clean it or whatever. You don't need to. Now, if you're going to use this on the Chef Boyardee can, it'll be more of a permanent setup. It fits kind of tight, but all you have to do is this lip. See, these pull-off tops don't have the same bottom as a can that's made to be opened with a can opener. A can opener can will be the same on the top and bottom, but these aren't. And it's got this little ridge here that sticks up. See how these go in? This one comes out, and it makes it hard to get in there. So what you have to do if you're going to use it in a Chef Boyardee can is you're going to take something and tap, just a hammer, a wrench, anything, tap it down, just work your way around there. Then you'll have to start it, and once it starts, it'll go, and once it goes pretty easy. It goes down, and it'll actually fit a little tighter on this if you'd like a tighter fit. Now this is going to make a pretty small stove, but I do have a video on a stove that is approximately this size. It was a coffee can this size. This is just a container, but a coffee can this size, you have to feel it and make sure that it's metal. You have to make sure that it has the foil thing that tears off. It don't tear off like these. It has a piece of foil that tears off. And then you get a Progresso can, 18.5, 19 ounce. And they fit in nice and tight. When you're done, it's a permanent stove. And it's a good bit bigger than it. And that thing, I got a video on how to make it. And then I haven't made a video on it burning. But that is one burning stove. That thing is a cooker now. Anyway, this just is some ideas, give you some ideas, stuff you might already have in your house. This is just stuff I already have in the house. My wife likes to buy these. She puts them in our soup sometimes. I can't stand them. I like to take fresh ones. But anyway, I figured that would fit. It does fit in the Goya can. So you can see it just, now I didn't take the label off this one, but it fits down in there. This is the one that I took the label off of. It's the same can. It works pretty good. It's going to be a little thin down the sides, but it's still going to work. And if you want it to fit a little tighter, get you a Chef Boyardee can, dent that in, make your holes, and I would put holes around here, and then I'd put a bunch in the middle. And the reason is you want air to come up through the bottom, but if that's the only holes you got and you're using pellets, or even if you're using sticks, they'll eventually plug them up. You need air to come in here, and then you're going to want to put some holes around the bottom of this. Just right around there is fine. And that's actually going to work pretty good because that's going to get your holes down below, which is nice. If it's down like that, it'll still work, but that's really going to be pretty, it's going to set right about there. So that's going to let your air come in underneath this really good. It's going to make a good stove. I'm going to put that together, and then I'll make a video of it working. But this is just some ideas, and you can go out to the store, and you can actually, what I do at the store, I'll find stuff, and I'll kind of go like this. And that's how I come up with the coffee can with the Progresso can. And I ended up doing that. I really like that stove. I'm going to make several of those and give them to my friends. It is a really good burning stove. It burns really well. I could take this thing, fill it up halfway with pellets, and put in that coffee can stove and light it. And sometimes I'll drop some alcohol or some air fluid to light it, but just so a piece of dryer lint will get it going. Once it starts gasifying, that thing will cook like crazy. I cooked 2 quarts of water and made it boil hard, took it off, and then it burnt for about another probably 5 or 10 minutes, and then it started going down. So it did a really good job. Alright guys, do me a favor and like my videos.